Hello guys, today is 12th of February 2020 and I'm busy in London morning session, and I'm just recording this short video just to show you my live trading activities and how I'm sharing this information with my traders. So as you can see, some of them my trades are opened, and I've already banked few pips, 48 pips, and still open all these trades. And all these trades are 100% based on the analysis which I just finished. London morning session analysis, which recording is available for the members, which is here, you can see it. Okay, so pound or Aussie dollar, these are the trade I think I've taken on pullback, which I've already explained through to my members, as you can see here, based on this analysis. So this was the last night, and I took a long trade, two position. One I'm gonna close at the 10 pips, and then I'll let the other open, run that trade. So I can make this one is a break even, let the other trade run. And the pound yen trade is pretty straightforward. This was the analysis I took it this morning. Let me show you here. This is the breakout, and I took a long trade here. Let me show you here why I took it. Is after this breakout, as you can see it, after the breakout we had a pullback, so I took a long trade, two position. I'm gonna make 10 pips and let the other trade run. Alright guys, so let's see how this is gonna go. So far we had a breakout on dollar, pound yen, you can pound Swiss franc, as you can see it, and let's see, this was the breakout, and still is a opportunity. I can see the price has broken and retesting it, so the final target would be this area. But I'm not going to take those positions because I've already taken it, so I'm just going to manage those trades. So you can see one of my trades is going to 10 pips, so I'm going to close that trade now, and as you can see 60 pips, and I'm going to hold that trade at the break even. And just to let you know that I'm watching all these pairs in my another screen here, you can see it this in 4 hour, and I mentioned to traders that possibility of counter long trade and Euro USD, and I also mentioned a Euro yen trade here, which is breakout is performing, so I mentioned to this trade, but I've already taken that trade on this pullback based on this analysis. I've taken that trade, and I'm still holding it. So let's see how this is gonna go. Okay, I'm just gonna pause that video for a minute. Okay, alright guys, as you can see my pound yen trade is doing very well, so I'm gonna take some pips on pound yen. Okay, just give me a second, I need to update with my traders. Alright guys, consider banking some pips on pound yen, and let me update that analysis guys, just for my trader. Okay, so I'm gonna update, tell all of my traders to bank some pips on, consider moving a stop loss at the break even. Okay, so
1 minute before the
you can see this is the update I just did. Okay, and Aussie dollar, this was the trade. As you can see, this is exactly I mentioned pullback, so I've already banked few pips, so I'm going to update that analysis too.
10 seconds.
So you can see I've mentioned Aussie dollar, and then I'm holding Euro yen trade still. So this is the trade, is the breakout I mentioned this morning. You can see it, Now I'm gonna tell my traders to bank some profit or move your stop loss at the break even. Just give me a second, I need to update. Alright traders, it's time to bank some few pips on euro yen, and I'm banking too, so just move with this break even. So good. So let me update that analysis for my traders, so tell them to bank some profit on this trade. Alright Joe, I hope you enjoyed that trade. Fantastic. You know, I've on the screen where basically I'm communicating with my traders. Okay. Alright guys, so let me bank some pips on euro yen. So 89 pips so far, and we'll see how this is gonna go guys. Now on Kiwi dollar, I'm gonna tell my traders to consider tightening your stop loss at the break even, because I mentioned this pullback, you can see it, and I also took that trade and my stop loss at the break even. Now I have to update my traders about that analysis, so let me do updates. It's important for me to update my traders as soon as I'm, you know, bank some profit or move my stop loss, so they will understand. Alright guys, also keep an eye on euro dollar yen breakout is performing. I'm just telling this breakout to my traders, so I already had a bank few good pips, so I'm just holding it. Alright guys, I hope you're enjoying pipping today. Amazing pips. Right, pound dollar, Aussie dollar is about to hit to the green pip channel, and that's the final target. First target for me is this target, so I'm about to hit that target, so I'm gonna hold that trade at the break even. So all these three trades are at the break even guys. Pound yen trade is amazing, so I'm probably gonna be taking that trade off. Let's bank some pips on here, and now I need to update that trade to consider banking some pips, telling my traders still trade is gonna go up, but I'm banking pips now. So alright guys, consider banking some pips on pound yen. As you can see, we had a beautiful trade based on that breakout, which is I mentioned this morning just before London Open, and I just banked personally as well. As you can see it, all these beautiful trades are 100% based on the analysis which is broadcasted here. Alright, we're still enjoying it, so I'm just holding. I'm just gonna pause the video just for a few seconds just to catch up with my other trades. Alright guys, as you've seen that I have banked 17 pips on euro yen, so now I'm gonna update this analysis to tell my traders to bank some profit based on this analysis. If you look at this, is the analysis, and that analysis is also here. Euro yen, you can see just 1 hour before. Now I'm gonna update that analysis, telling my traders to bank some profit. Alright, let me turn it on. Alright guys, it's time to bank some profit on euro yen. As you can see, the price hit to the 200 EMA. If you have taken that trade, it's time to consider moving a stop loss at the break even, or consider banking some pips. Alright, let me update that analysis now. Now you can see that analysis I've updated here for my traders. So this is my analysis I mentioned, and this is the time I bank some profit, and I also tell my traders to bank some profit. Alright guys, as I mentioned here about the counter long trade on Euro USD, if you have taken that trade, consider tightening your stop loss or move your stop loss at the break even. I can see the price has developed another triangle pattern. I'm looking my other charts by the way, so just to let you know guys, this is the I mentioned about the counter long trade, and I'll explain you here. And if you look at let me show you here my analysis. Now I'm watching my other screens, and okay, this is the, just a minute, just let it load. This is the analysis I said to guys to look for the pullback here, and I said to guys the price might going to create a head and shoulder pattern, which I explained in my video. And now I'm gonna tell, look here, you can see this is the sign I mentioned. So now I'm going to tell my traders to consider tightening your stop loss or move your stop loss at the break even. I personally did not take it because I already had too many positions open. So but we have a 12 pair, so I just focus only few pairs, and that's always I recommend to my traders to just focus only few pairs. Alright guys, it's time to consider moving your stop loss at the break even. Or tightening your stop loss on counter long trade on Euro USD if you have taken it. So let me update. You can see now telling my traders to bank some profit. So far 109 pips, still 20. I'm gonna put this, all of them is in break even. Yeah. And if I click on this open, you can see when I open that position, and all of my trades have open screenshot and closing screenshot, and it applies same to all of my traders, so then I can help them find them which trades and how they open. Like for example, pound yen trade, I already banked 12 pips. I let the trades run 19 pips. If I click this open price, okay, in a trade ID you can see here, this is my entry here. Just let me zoom it guys. This was my entry on pullback, which I explained, and I banked some profit here. Okay, so dollar CAD, I banked very good pips, 15 pips on dollar CAD, and I need to update that analysis, and I mentioned this morning, and I did analysis before in the Asian session for this triangle. You can see breakout, and I did another analysis this London morning session. So I personally haven't taken it, as I mentioned, because I banked it in the Asian session based on the Asian session analysis trade. As you can see it, this was the beautiful breakout. So now I'm gonna tell my traders, so consider moving a stop loss or tightening your stop loss at the move your stop loss at the break even, or tightening your stop loss. So now you can see I've just updated to my traders. Alright guys, I'm still 21 pips in profit, so I'm just gonna hold that, pause that video. I'll be back. Alright guys, my trades are still is in profit. I'm just gonna share some information to you guys. This is the analysis on, you can see on the 4-hour. We just keep an eye, and that's what I mentioned, to look for the counter long trade, which I did analysis on momentum charts, which help us to find entry and exit. So we nicely banked some profit on euro yen, beautiful, and pound yen. I also banked beautiful pips. The final target would be the green fib channel. I just closed my trade because I'm recording it, because another thing, technical reason why I closed my trade here, if you look at in 4-hour, this is the price, this is the resistance level. So I closed my trade entry here in pound yen. So we're expecting another possibility of pullback long on pound Swiss franc. Alright, so let me mention this to my traders. Just hold on guys. Hello trader, just keep an eye on possibility of pullback long after the breakout on pound Swiss franc. So let's see how. Right, and pound dollar, I mentioned this breakout, price is still hovering, it hasn't broken it, this blue fib channel. So another interesting pattern, triangle pattern is performed. So I'll keep an eye. I'm going to move to my another screen. Okay, so far still 23 pips in profit. So I'm going to hold those trades at the break even. I'm expecting some nice big movement on Aussie dollar. Alright guys, if you have taken that trade on dollar yen breakout long trade, the price is about to hit to the red fib channel. Also, as I mentioned, in 4 hour the price has broken the triangle pattern in 4 hour. Guys, pay attention to pound yen trade. If you have taken that trade, it's time to consider moving your stop loss at the break even. Okay, so let me explain you about this trade, and I mentioned this morning about this triangle pattern in 4 hour, and you can see the price nicely broken this one, and I just tell my traders to consider tightening your stop loss or move your stop loss at the break even. Alright guys, so let me update this analysis for my traders. So let's see. Now you can see I just updated, and if they click on this one, they can see what exactly I mean it here. You know, this is the triangle pattern breakout just before London Open, and I'm just telling my traders to bank some profit. So everything happening real time. Obviously I'm also, you know, pipping today. I'm fortunate enough today I don't see any losing trade. That's interesting, but normally if I see sometime I get losing, I face some losing trades too. You know, like yesterday, yeah, I can see like 15 pips. I had a 15 pips, and then you know, all these pips you can see. When I start losing 2-3 pips, I just close. As long as we can see at the beginning, you have 15, 13 pips, 18 pips loss, but eventually I made it 42 pips. You know, that's what exactly intraday style is not about. Just, you know, you can see a lot of pips. No, we also face challenges, losing trades. You can see it in the beginning, but patience and discipline is the key. All right, so far this London morning, beautiful you know, session today. Now we get another alert, which basically we see it, and this alert comes every time when the price change the direction. So we're more interested about that alert towards the momentum and trend, and then, like for example, this pullback, this pullback, this pullback. And if you look at in 4 hour, the price is at the resistance level. You can see it respected here, which I explained in today. So we're looking, let's see if the price break, then expecting target 130,000, which is previously respected many times but broken, and we took a short trades. We'll see. So far 109 pips, still 21 pips is in profit. Let's see how this is gonna go. Alright guys, Aussie dollar price about to hit to the first target, which is you can see based on this analysis. Now I'm telling my trader to bank some profit on, you know, I can see some sort of rejection here, but still I'm stop loss. I'm basically stop loss my at the break even or for my open trades. Now we receive another alert here. As you can see the reversal, which if you look at in 4 hour point of view, it is good trade, but we counter trade. We have our own principle. If the price gonna be break this orange EMA and retest, then we should be looking a counter short trade. Alright guys, that said, you can see this London morning session, how many pips, 109 pips, not even one losing trades today. Amazing trades, and still these two trades are open. And okay, I'm gonna close the video.
If you want to watch live trading with intraday analysis in real time, or if you want to learn forex trading in a live trading environment, feel free to join my fast growing trader community at ashrafnoor.com. And don't forget to subscribe my channel for the latest analysis. And thank you for watching this video, and I look forward to welcoming you on board.